Hello, Forever family and friends. I would like to welcome everybody to webinar Transforming Anxiety number 8 and much more. That's agenda for today. My name is Alex Tunitsky and I'm organizer of this webinar. And I would like to ask, as a usual procedure for this webinar, my friend and partner, supervisor from Brooklyn, Isaac Gilbinovich, to read covers, and then we will proceed. And I have some additional information, as I mentioned to everybody, much more later on. Isaac, please go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. Transforming Anxiety, the HeartMath solution for overcoming fear and worry and creating serenity. Doc Childer, well, the perfect antidote to anxiety. Feelings of anxiety can sap your energy, joy, and vitality. But now the scientists at the Institute of HeartMath have adapted their revolutionary techniques into a fast and simple program that you can use to break free from anxiety once and for all. At the core of the HeartMath.
Isaac, hold on, please. I would like to ask Zoe to translate, as we usually do for this part of the webinar. Zoe,
Добрый
please
вечер. Добрый вечер всем. Прекрасное средство от чувства тревоги и страха. Чувства тревоги могут забирать вашу энергию, радость и жизненную энергию. Но в настоящее время ученые Института математики сердца ввели свои революционные методы в быструю, простую программу, которую вы можете использовать, чтобы освободиться от чувства страха и тревоги раз и навсегда.
At the core of the HeartMath method is the idea that our thoughts and emotions affect our heart rhythms. By focusing on positive feelings such as appreciation, care, or compassion, you can create coherence in these rhythms with amazing results. Using the HeartMath method, you learn to engage your heart to bring your emotions, body, and mind into balance. Relief from anxiety, optimal health, and high performance all day long will follow.
В основе метода Института математики сердца лежит идея, что наши мысли и эмоции влияют на сердечные ритмы. Сфокусировавшись на положительных чувствах, таких как признательность, забота или сочувствие, вы можете создать согласованность в этих ритмах и иметь замечательные результаты. Используя метод математики сердца, вы научитесь использовать сердце, чтобы привести эмоции, тело и разум в баланс. И после этого последует облегчение от чувства тревоги и страха, хорошее здоровье и высокая производительность. Это будет происходить целый день, то есть в течение целого дня. Quote.
Oh, we need a quote? Quote, a powerful guide to using positive emotions and loving kindness to reduce anxiety in its myriad forms. Drawing on science and common sense, the HeartMath tools will be helpful to anyone when practiced as taught in this straightforward and easy-to-read book. End quote.
Эта книга является мощным руководством по использованию позитивных эмоций, любви, доброты, чтобы уменьшить чувство тревоги во всех ее многочисленных формах. Привлекая науку и здравый смысл, средства этого метода математики сердца будут полезны любому, кто практикует его, и этому обучает эта простая книга, легкая в чтении, простая и легкая в чтении.
Thank you,
Спасибо.
Zoya. Thank you,
Спасибо.
Isaac. Let me switch the screen and I will continue to read the book. Just give me a second, please. Isaac, can you see the screen?
Heart coherence changes the amygdala.
Excellent. Please go ahead.
Heart coherence changes the amygdala. As your heart rhythms pattern changes, so does the electrical activity in the cells of the amygdala. In fact, the cells in the amygdala synchronize to your heartbeat. Friesinger and Harper, 1990. Clearing techniques, tools, and therapies work faster when they introduce coherent rhythms patterns from the heart to disrupt dysfunctional patterns stored in the brain. This changes your body's biochemistry as well. This is how emotional patterns like fear or anxiety can be cleared through the coherent powers of your heart. The energetic process of clearing. Human beings are geniuses at creating and storing emotional histories. They are novices at learning how to get out of their entrapment. Negative emotional histories keep coming up as ankle biters to pull people back just when they are trying to see from new perspectives. These negative histories are like carrying a backpack full of rocks that weigh you down in and tire you out. Nature designed human being to store emotional histories for self-protection. Yet, nature also provides the keys to emotional freedom. Once you find the keys, you have to unlock the door. The lock is your heart, and the keys are your tools to open your heart. You have to put the key in the lock and turn it to open the door to your heart's coherent power. It's the heart's coherent rhythms that bring in the power of your real self and your spirit to clear emotional histories. Since the heart is the strongest rhythmical oscillator in the body, it pulls the body's other rhythms into synchronization or entrainment with its own. The cut-through technique will help clear an energetic alignment with your heart. Create an energetic alignment with your heart. Through using the tools and techniques, you start to change your physiology to work for you. Here's what another therapist wrote. My last two clients who learned the cut-through technique both had anxiety worry issues. Both experienced significant relief from their issues and are now able to remain calm and balanced more often in their day. They express sincere gratitude to have gained control of their anxiety and worry. One also has a chronic illness, emphysema, chronic bronchitis, and diabetes. Her anxiety can easily trigger an emphysema attack, requiring medication to come out of. She has now gained control of her anxiety to the extent that she is able to go days without any medication for emphysema. The other client has been able to go off blood pressure medication. This is what cut-through can do, not just emotionally, but physically.
Isaac, thanks a lot. Take a break, please. Thanks a lot, because I would like to share something out of this agenda. But I mean about anxiety, what I promised, and much more. Thank you for your reading very much. Let me switch the screen. I'll show you. You know that we had last week Global Rally 2022. And I asked to share her impression, what she saw, what she likes about this Abu Dhabi experience. Friend and partner from Brooklyn, Lyudmila Semenchik. Lyudmila, go ahead, please. Lyudmila, unmute your microphone, please. Hello. I believe we have some surprise. Okay, let me share my screen on the meantime. You know that again, that Ralph Keep, hold on, let me share the screen first. That Ralph Keep became again #1 forever business owner in 2021. And he was awarded with profit share check. Let me switch the screen first, then I will continue to talk. Hold on for a second, please. Anybody could help me out, Helen or Zoya, please? What do you see on the screen? Pictures with Ralph Keep, right?
Yes, we see.
Okay, thanks a lot. So as an example, you see on the right side, his record high profit share check. We were a witness. There are many people who were in Stockholm 2 years ago, in, my God, 3 years ago, 2019 in Stockholm, right? When he earned his record, check for, I click on the wrong page, $1,549,048.40. That's how company precisely calculate profit share. That's another perfect example. You see his picture on the screen, him, his wife, and Greg Mon, correct? Hello, Zoya or
Yes,
Helen, I need somebody.
yes.
We see.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I need some help because I don't know. I switch the screen. Sometimes it's delayed. I want you to see the screen. Okay, what do you see? Hold on for a second, please. You see this gallery of his picture, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So he established absolutely record, and this year his check was $1,457,478. Let me share with you some short video. I got it on the website, on internet. I mean, what do you see on the screen right now? Hold on, please, hold on. Okay, did you see the picture from mobile phone, Isaac?
Yes.
Okay, let's watch, just watch it. It's very funny. That's all I got, only 15 seconds. You see this position of the phone?
Yes.
And you see the number, right?
Yes.
And a lot of noise from a rally.
No noise. No audio.
That's it. One more time. All right, that's enough for now. I mean, about this only check, but I just want my personal impression, not only this tremendous amount of money, but his ability to do it for over 20 years. Over 20 years, he's a #1. Just once, as far as I remember, just once, he was #2. Year after year after year after year. It's unbelievable. And I am very happy that we just recently read his book. What the title of the book it was?
The most beautiful business on earth.
Thank you, Isaac. The most beautiful business on earth, with details, advice to Isaac, to me, to Eugene, to Людмила Semenchik, to Helen, to Lilia Krakovich, to Nadezhda Ignatenko, to Nadia Ettinger, and to Zoya, to everybody. So it's unbelievable and outstanding result. Ludmila, are you available now? Hopefully. Quiet. All right.
Yes, I'm available.
Okay, so are you going to share what we discussed with you, please?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. I saw the open rally. It was 2 p.m. in the morning. It's very interesting. And what is for me more excitement moment? I saw the kids on a rally with the family, and I think that their kids see how their parents work. They work hard, but what the revenge after that, how company present this vacation, it's include the whole hotel and show, and include all the attractions. It's very, very interesting. And I think that after that, the kids understand what is mean heritage. For them, it's like very open words, because their parents pass them in heritage from their earning money to them, and they know how to work hard and what reward they have. Because if anybody who worked in a business on their job, they can work hard, yes, but they can receive nothing. If you go for vacation, you have to pay from your pocket, and definitely you cannot pay like the company pay for their hard worker. And I was surprised, is every time, not only this time, but it's remind me again, that the company watch after your best people who work hard and count everybody. That's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So let's continue back to our subject to read the book. Let me close the screen. And congratulations to Ralph Keep again, I believe, not only from me, from all of us. And I would like to ask my friend and partner, Helen Osipov, manager from Brooklyn, New York, to read the chapter.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for all information and reading. And getting the amygdala to work for you. By using the tools in action and cut-through technique now, you can start to create for yourself positive emotional history going forward. Positive emotional histories that facilitate improved quality of life and health also get processed in the amygdala. Michael tells a story about his 80-year-old parents. Friday night was always a special time for my father and mother. They'd relax, allow themselves an extra cocktail, and enjoy a fun evening with friends or family. Now, 15 years after retirement, the work week agenda is no longer there. They could easily do on Monday what they do on Saturday. Yet they both exclaim how the bayonet feeling memory magically returns every Friday night, just as strong as it was in the midst of my father's career. Friday nights still feel very special and fun, just as they always did. I think it helps keep them healthy. Make the choice to align your emotions with your heart, and you will set in place emotional patterns that will support you as you move forward in life. More of your real spirit comes in when your mind, emotions, and body are in alignment with your heart. Taking responsibility. You can empower yourself to take individual responsibility for clearing and move forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Small steps are large steps when you are talking about clearing emotions and issues that stifle your spirit and prevent inner peace. As time and events continue to speed up, your emotions will keep speeding up too. Ride the wave of positive emotional shifts and you can accelerate clearing. Really wanting that and committing to practice is real self-care. The energetic and physiological process of clearing will become increasingly automatic as you practice. Sharon's story illustrates. I inherited several generations of fear and depression from both sides of my family. I carried this in various forms of stress throughout my 49 years, resulting in physical and emotional imbalances. During my first cut-through practice, I was able to see my fear as something ancient that I have outgrown and can leave behind me. This felt insight allowed me to drop a history of fear, and it stayed gone completely for a week. Absolute magic. But Sharon was not out of the woods. The pattern picked back in upon awakening one morning. Just a touch of the familiar panic. I recognized it, admitted it, and processed with the steps of cut through. I got a much more enjoyable start to my day, but then the next morning the panic came back again, although less than before. I was able to soak out the anxiety and depression before I got out of bed. I'm doing this every morning as I awake and feel that I'm holding strong with my intent and a new appreciation of myself. I'm creating a fresh interpretation of me and of the world. Even more, Sharon is releasing and extinguishing the pattern of fear and depression that she has at the cellular level. Sharon says, I'm confident that with perseverance, I can continue to disbelieve my fear until it will no longer find a hold in me. Cut through literally, cut through my internal prison. Her story shows that people can clear familiar patterns of fear and anxiety that no longer serve them. Some emotional issues can be cleared very quickly, while others laden with significance will take more time. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke advised us to be patient towards what is unresolved. He went even further and bade us to love our questions themselves. Rilke, 1993. Developing emotional alignment with your heart intelligence provides answers to the why questions. By using the tools and cut-through technique, you will develop resilience to stop going around the same old circuits, and your physiology will respond accordingly. Appreciate the process, and you will find that you are recreating your life with more happiness and peace. Chapter 6, The Extraordinary Power of Coherence. The higher order of logic and understanding that is capable of meaningfully reflecting the soul comes from the heart. Gary Zukov, Seat of the Soul. Physiological coherence is a scientific term that describes a highly efficient, health-promoting state associated with positive emotion and a high degree of mental and emotional stability. In other words, there is heart alignment between your mental, emotional, and physical systems, reflected by heart rhythm coherence. This is natural human state that can occur spontaneously, but sustained periods are generally rare. McCarthy and Children, 2004, McCarthy, 2005. Research shows that people can learn to sustain extended periods of psychophysiological coherence by generating positive emotions. Intentionally generating positive emotions to sustain coherence creates dynamic positive changes in the patterns of information flowing from your heart to your higher brain centers. This, in turn, makes it easier to sustain heart alignment and emotional stability for longer periods, even during challenging situations. McCarthy, 2005, McCarthy, 2006. Tests show that people who have regularly practiced HeartMath tools for a time start to exhibit more spontaneous periods of coherence in their heart rhythm throughout the day, even without any intentional effort to generate that state. They find themselves moving in a state of intuitive flow more consistently. McCarthy and Children, 2004. Observed outcomes in laboratory, workplace, educational, and clinical studies include reduced stress, anxiety and depression, decreased burnout and fatigue, enhanced immunity and hormonal balance, improved cognitive performance, and health improvements in a number of clinical populations. McCarthy, Atkinson, and Tomasino, 2001, McCarthy and Children, 2004. The power of coherence. In nature, the power of coherence cannot be underestimated. For example, coherent laser light is far more powerful than incoherent light from an ordinary light bulb. This is because the photons are in alignment and not scattered. Stanford University Materials Science Professor Emeritus Dr. William Thaler tells us, the shift from incoherence to coherence can bring such dramatic effect that if the light waves from a 60-watt light bulb could be made as coherent as a laser, it would become equivalent to a 1,000,000 or more watt bulb. Dr. Tiller goes on to say, by the same principle, heart rhythms that are coherent can more powerfully impact the mind, emotions, and body than heart rhythms that are incoherent and chaotic. This understanding that we can intentionally harness the power of the heart brings great hope to the healing of humanity. Coherence generating techniques help people harness that power to heal physiological trauma and transform hurt and pain.
Helen, thank you very much. Thanks very much for your reading. Take a break, please. And I would like to ask, continue to read. Friend and partner, the most reliable manager from New Jersey, Iris Christopher. Iris, please go ahead.
Transforming hurt. An important benefit of coherence technique is that they bring laser-like power to your real care and love to repair psychological damage from situations in which you felt deeply hurt or betrayed. The coherence of the heart can mend a broken heart. Often, anxiety disorders originate from or are triggered by traumatic relationship. Experiences. Not getting what you wanted or needed emotionally from someone you love or relied upon can trigger a deep fear and anxiety about your self-worth. Closing down the heart is a natural defense mechanism when you have been hurt. But you have to walk through that doorway of defense to reclaim your emotional. You have to open your heart to yourself. Many don't want to open their heart to deeper feelings because they're afraid they'll get swept back into pain. My heart is what gets me into trouble. Some people say they believe the heart isn't trustworthy. The heart gets blamed because their genuine love or care became compromised by emotional attachment or expectation. Understandable as that may be, especially between parents and children or between mates, is the emotional attachment or expectation that gets broken, not your real heart. The brain sends out distress signals, and you feel the pain of hurt, rejection, or betrayal in the heart. Even in the midst of emotional pain, some love or care can still be flowing towards the person who hurt you, unless you're totally shut down your heart. That's where love can get so confusing. Once your heart starts to shut down, the mind takes over with feelings of being owed, anger, resignation, and anxiety. The heart and mind.
Are you sorry for interruption? Please correct your microphone. You did something and your voice is very quiet now.
It got pulled out. Thank
Okay,
you.
excellent.
Okay, better? Okay.
Yes, much better. Thanks.
Thank you, Alex. The heart and mind struggle, and this can result in an anxiety disorder or depression. Being heart vulnerable. The coherence tool and techniques are designed to compassionately guide you through the process of healing. It starts with reopening your heart. You become heart vulnerable as you open to your feeling world and what's really going on inside. Heart vulnerability is not being emotionally weak or sentimental or opening yourself to criticism or attack. Heart vulnerability requires strength to be honest with yourself about whatever you are feeling. The tremendous energy is locked up in feelings. Honestly, acknowledging what's going on allows trapped emotional hurt to release. Admitting that you're feeling opens you to your authentic power and to the wisdom of your heart. Heart vulnerability starts by making a listening agreement with yourself, that you will listen more honestly to your feelings. This is not a posture you assume. It's simply an agreement to listen more deeply to your own heart. Start with simple, everyday situations. Focus your energies in your heart and ask yourself, what am I really feeling about this upcoming conversation? A meeting that's been dragging on and on, or the way my son rudely spoke to my wife. Is it hurt, anger, boredom, confusion? This allows you to become aware of the undercurrents that may be motivating your choices without you knowing it. Notice and ease any anxiety or stress you may be feeling, and listen to your heart for intuitive direction. Anne-Marie described how using the simple tool Notice and Ease has helped her stay connected with her authentic power and creative flow. During the day, I frequently stop and use Notice and Ease as a personal check-in. Sometimes I see that I'm in my head with too many thoughts or pushing too hard, that I have a nagging worry that needs attention. Other times I discover I have feelings of joy I was not fully appreciating. Quite often, notice and ease is all I need to shift to my heart. Ease out the stress and anxiety and feel better. Most people tend to notice other people's feelings and action before they notice their own. It's easy to become preoccupied with what others did or didn't do, projecting anxiety about why they are that way. This only deflects your responsibility for your own feelings and energy. Use notice and ease to remain connected to and responsible for your own emotional energies. If you don't realign your emotional energies with the heart as you go through the day, you store negative reactions that drain you. Once your energy is drained, the unhealed heart and pain from old emotional histories can resurface. Use notice and ease and be heart vulnerable with yourself. Use power or neutral and attitude breathing to bring in coherence to continue the healing process. Listen to your heart for insight and direction. Some emotional reactions are stubborn and difficult to release on the run. When you can clear the stress of one of the tools in the action or when hurt or pain from an emotional history resurfaces, stop and use cut through for a few minutes. If the quick cut through steps aren't enough, take 10-minute break to go through the cut through technique or use it later when you have time to be alone and collect yourself.
Iris,
Yes,
thank you. Take a break, please. Thank you very much. And I would
Okay.
like to ask to continue to read my friend and partner from Brooklyn, New York, Assistant Supervisor, Zoya Sergey. Zoya, please continue.
Inside the cut-through technique, when you release blocked emotional energy, you might find that long-held hurt, trauma, resentment, or guilt can produce a few tears as stored significance and negative feelings leave your system. That's really okay. It's part of the process. If blame and sadness take over, realize it's just the stored feelings spinning out of your system. It doesn't mean that you are not making progress. Just hold to your intent. A few tears from the heart as feelings release are much different from the kind of crying that has a lot of pouting and self-pity mixed in. Disappointment can produce a little crying as the feelings release, or it can become a total tantrum when you cannot let go of what you wanted. Breathe neutral, rest in neutral, and hold the bottom line. Treat yourself firmly but gently, like you would a child whose tantrum finally wears out if the bottom line is held firmly. Realize it's just old feelings releasing. Hold to neutral about whatever you're feeling. This takes practice, especially when emotions are heavy. It helps to remember that these old feelings are not the real you. If you have lived with feeling hurt or disappointed for a long time, tell yourself those emotions have had their time. Soak them in the heart and take the significance out. Otherwise, hurt and resentful energies will dampen your spirit and enjoyment in life. Accept that whatever happened, you did the best you knew at that time. You may know this conceptually, but healing involves bringing your emotions into alignment with what you know. As stored significance releases, the set pattern unravels, providing insight into unsolved mysteries of your emotional history. New intuitive understandings will surface that can wipe away your years of stress and disappointment. As stored stress leaves your system, peace returns. Hold to your peace you find, even if it's not a complete peace. Emotional freedom is archived in stages. With cut-through practice, you will build the emotional, energetic alignment you need to move on. A health professional wrote this case study. A client who experiences severe anxiety, obsessive compulsive behaviors, mood fluctuation, and sleeping difficulties has been learning how to use the HeartMath tools for the past 3 months. Initially, she did not recognize any anxiety and could not respond to techniques. Her breathing pattern was shallow, inconsistent, and when she would attempt to relax, she would automatically go into an anxiety response. Through consistent efforts, baby steps, she was able to successfully experience the cut-through process yesterday. She phoned this evening to inform me that the session was transformational. She explained that the experience was amazing and that the calm lasted for a long time. She wasn't tired during the day, and today, when she became anxious, she did some of the steps and was able to maintain a calm state. Though she was taking medication, she acknowledged that the medication has not helped with anxiety reduction. Rather, it has helped with just her awareness of being anxious. Cut through was the technique that allowed her to reduce the overwhelming impact that anxiety has on her ability to function. She has remained relaxed, aware, and able to manage her daily tasks for over 24 hours without going into emotional overload or anxiety. This is a 54-year-old woman who has always been highly anxious and impulsive. This is grand stuff. Listening sincerely. Whatever happens during your cut-through practice, appreciate your progress, however small, and keep asking your heart for guidance. The heart's intuitive signal is often weaker than the mind at first, so you have to listen carefully and sincerely. The mind sometimes tries to jump in and mask the voice of the heart with yeah, but, especially when the answer isn't something the mind wants to hear. Heart intuition can also work the other way, loud and clear. Respect both ways and realize that the process of learning to listen to the heart takes refinement. You won't always get an aha right away or even the same day. Intuition can come when you least expect it, often after letting go of the issue and moving on. Some of the best insights occur, but while tussling with an issue, but after the fact, while in the shower, taking a walk, or enjoying nature. That's why people tell each other to sleep on it. Now scientists know that during deep sleep, more more coherence naturally comes in to the heart's rhythms. That's why people sometimes wake up with intuitive clarity. Your heart intelligence may prompt you to talk with a friend or counselor, or even to talk to the person you have had problems with. This requires courage. When it's someone whose love or approval you want, use attitude, breathing, or compassion to help overcome fear of rejection or of being judged. Be heart vulnerable and speak genuinely. If your response isn't helpful, just breathe neutral in the heart. Keep using the tools and listening to your heart. As you bring more heart into your interactions, you bring in more of your spirit to facilitate healing. Getting what you really want.
No, hold on for a second. Zoe, thank you very much for your reading. Take a break. We are going to stop right here at this chapter, and we will continue next time, next Monday. But in the meantime, I would like to share some additional information with everybody. Let me share the screen. And I need some help. Somebody please confirm, what do you see on the screen?
The DX4 body balance system includes.
Okay, I hope that everybody at this moment know that we just got new products for everybody. It's a program for 4 days, as Isaac just read it. Thank you, Isaac. DX body balance system includes, there are 7 products, Forever Therm Plus. We know these products by that time. We had it for a long time, but there are Forever Duo Pure, Forever Multi-Fizz, Forever Sensational, Forever Lemon Blast, Forever Aloe Vera Gel, Super Product number 1, and Forever Plant Protein. So it's a program for 4 days, and just to celebrate Forever 44 years, we placed an order on Friday. Last Friday, it was 14th, and Sunday, our products was delivered. So we plan to start it later this week. And in this section, pay attention to details. Visit facebook.com Forever Global Headquarters on Sunday, June 12th, to complete the DX program with guided training and support. Mark your calendar, June 12th, Sunday. It will be for everybody. Of course, it will be free. And I have this card for everybody. You could review this webinar, pause and take a picture for a screenshot, and I have another card for you, and you would be able to share. Let me share with you which one card we did. So you have 2 options. You could get this card from webinar recorded. It will be published tomorrow, or send me an email and I will send you the picture, the files of this card. Let me share with you second card in a second, please. Here we go. Let me share screen and you will see the other card. So these 2 files, you could use it as a promotion to send it to your prospect or your downline member. Just call them up, congratulate them with 44 years of Forever, and ask, do you know that we have a new product now? You could see it right, Isaac?
Introducing forever all new.
Yeah,
Yes.
so there are two files, this one and the previous one. You could take it from screenshot on a webinar, recorded webinar, or send an email and I will send it to you, two files together. It's a very simple tool, but it will be helpful for you to promote this product to your friend, to partner, or prospect. They would read all details about products and they will have a better picture. It's like a third-party tool, but it's not third-party tools, but it's come from you and from your company. Any question regarding these two files? Okay, everybody quiet, right? So nobody has any question. Good. Let's move on. I prepare something else for you to share. Last week, give me a second, please. Last week, I made a presentation forever product catalog to one of my prospects, and I did review forever in product catalog in Russian language. I recorded, and I believe it's a super valuable tool. Let me show you, and just give me a second, and I will explain to you some details how to use it and why I think it's valuable. First of all, it's free. Second of all, it's on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel. And look, I just published yesterday. I'll show you in a second. I will not play this right now. Okay, and now you can see it, right, Isaac?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I see. Look
Better.
better.
It's a cover of the catalog.
Yes.
And this is a recorded webinar. You see, it's already got, since yesterday, I got 2 phone calls and there are 31 reviews already.
Yes.
In the Russian language webinar. So it's a valuable tools for everybody. When you have a prospect or you have somebody who are interested about our products, you should simply say, you know what, I will send you a link. It's on a YouTube channel. Somebody, or you could say one of my sponsor or my friend made a presentation and he recorded for us to use it. And you will review it for yourself. I did not go over every product, of course. I cover a group of the products. I answer some minor questions, and you would be able to share this with as many people as possible. And don't forget to schedule follow-up conversation. For example, you say, Maria, I'm going to send it to you today. When you would be able to watch it? Do you remember, Eric Warrior? When you would be able to watch this webinar? It's 30 minutes, 38 minutes. Maria said, okay, Thursday. What is the best time to get in touch with you? After 6 p.m. Okay, Maria, I will follow up with you Thursday, 6 p.m. So it's a third-party tool, the most valuable tools besides your sponsor, of course. Third-party tools, first of all, you save a lot of time. It's a 38 minutes review of the catalog, and encourage your prospect to take questions. If she may have any questions or any questions she would like to ask you, and follow up with her. That's why I think it's really valuable for you to use it, free of charge. Any questions regarding this? And we've had a plan to do the same in English soon. Any questions? Hello?
Everything is clear.
Okay. Thank you, Zoya. So nobody has any questions. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, readers, Isaac, Zoya, Iris, and Helen. And I'll see you next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
night.
everybody. Bye. Good night.
Good
Bye.
night. Good night.